Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, since 9/11 there have been a lot of attacks on Muslims, or even just people that look like Muslims here in the United States. Because, see, a lot of these Christians that are doing these attacks are pretty stupid, and they can't tell a Muslim from a Hindu or a Sikh or anything like that. Mosques have been vandalized and attempts have been made to light them on fire. And Muslims get a lot of death threats, both online or in the mail. And all of this is spurred on by irresponsible and inflammatory rhetoric by right-wing politicians. And of course the right-wing bloggers and radio hosts, and of course Fox News. And this is exactly what the Islamic terrorists want. They're trying to convince other Muslims that they are in a war against Christianity. This is a clash of civilizations. So every time Donald Trump or one of the other Republican candidates gets up and makes one of their crazy speeches, and makes it easier to convince other Muslims that the terrorists are right. Imagine yourself as a young Muslim, and all of the hostility and suspicion that surrounds you has you confused and frightened and maybe a bit angry. And then some Christian tries to burn down your mosque. Isn't all that going to make you more open to being convinced of things that an ISIS or an Al-Qaeda recruiter is saying? The fact is that these people, whether it's the politicians or the criminals themselves, do as much or even more for the terrorist cause as those people who go to Syria and fight alongside the terrorists. And the thing that all these people have in common is that they are Christians. This is not something atheists are doing. This is Christians. And if you look at the numbers, of attacks and arsons and vandalism and all that, it means we have hundreds, perhaps even thousands of Christian terrorists living here among us. Now, that's not the way the media presents it. That's not the way law enforcement seems to see it. But that's exactly what it is. And these Christians, right now they're attacking Muslims. But it wouldn't take much for them to start attacking Jews or atheists or even other Christians who are just in a different sect than they are. These Christian terrorists and their recruiters and their sympathizers here in the U.S. are just as dangerous to us as any Muslim terrorist group. Thanks for listening.